friends, welcome to my channel, and in today's video let us discuss what is the difference between a price and a cost. So friends, before beginning the video I would request you to please subscribe to my channel so that you can get the notification whenever I upload the videos. So friends, we come across this term called price and the cost most of the times in our daily life, and most of the times we are confused between the price and the cost. So in this video let us clarify the difference between the cost and the price. So initially let us define the price. So what is price? Price is the amount or compensation paid by the customer for the product or service which he is using or which he is buying. So here the customer is paying the amount for the product or the service which he is using. So now let us define the cost. So what is cost? Cost is the amount of value incurred to produce the product or a service. So here what happens is the manufacturer will spend the amount or he'll invest the amount to manufacture the product or the service, and he'll sell it to the customers and the customer buys it. So friends, we can conclude that the price is the amount paid by the customer to purchase the product, and the cost is the amount incurred to produce the product or a service. So now let us discuss what is the relation between the price and the cost. So in simple terms, the difference between the price and the cost is called as profit. So now let us calculate simple profit and loss by considering two examples. So in the first case, we will consider the profit. Suppose the cost of the pen is 10 rupees, that is to produce one pen if it is taking 10 rupees, and the price at which it is sold is 12 rupees. Now the profit will be 2 rupees, that is profit is calculated as price minus cost. The price is 12 rupees and the cost is 10 rupees. So if we sell it as 12 rupees, then we are getting the profit of 2 rupees. So now let us consider the second example. So in this case, if the cost of the pen is 10 rupees and the price at which we are selling is at 8 rupees, now the profit is calculated as price minus cost. Here the price is 8 rupees and the cost is 10 rupees. So 8 rupees minus 10 rupees is minus 2 rupees. So in this case, the seller is incurring the loss of 2 rupees. So now let us discuss and understand the various costing methods and pricing strategies used in Indian market. So there are basically 7 types of costing methods. To name them are: first one is unit costing, job costing, contract costing, process costing, service costing, composite costing, and batch costing. Now coming to the pricing strategies, there are basically 9 types of pricing strategies. First one is premium pricing, penetration pricing, economic pricing, skimming pricing, psychological pricing, bundle pricing, freemium, predatory pricing, and dynamic pricing. So now let us understand in depth. So friends, in costing methods, the first type of costing is unit costing. This method is known as single costing, and it is suitable in the industry where production is continuous and units are identical. Here the cost is based on per unit produced. Examples are of brickworks, production of radios, TVs, washing machines, and refrigerators. So the second type of costing method is job costing. This type of costing is adopted by industries where there is no standard product and each job or each work is different from the others. This job is as per the specification given by the customers. For example, this type of costing is used in printing press, automobile garages, film studios, and etc. The third type of costing method is contract costing. This costing is known as terminal costing. This is similar to job costing, however, it is used where the job is big and spread for the long period of time. This is done according to the specification of the customer again. For example, this type of costing is engaged in shipbuilding, construction of buildings, construction of bridges, dams, and roads. The fourth type of costing method is process costing. This type of costing is also called as continuous costing. In some industries, the raw material passes through different processes before taking the final shape of the product. Here the finished product of one process becomes the raw material for the next process. For example, process costing is applied in the industries such as chemicals, textiles, paper, leather, and soap factories. So the fifth type of costing method is service costing. This costing is applied on the service provided to the customer in the industries such as hotels, hospitals, transport, and electricity companies. Here the service is provided instead of the producing goods and products. Here the service providing organization does not produce any tangible goods or product. So the sixth type of costing method is composite costing. This method is used where the number of components are manufactured separately and then assembled in a final product, such as in scooters, cars, and automobiles. Here all the components and parts are created by other process and by other costing methods. So the final type of costing method is batch costing. Batch costing is the extension of job costing. A batch is a group of identical products. Within each batch there are identical units, but each batch will be different. It is adapted by manufacturers of biscuit, ready-made garments, spare parts and medicines. Production is usually done in batches. Each batch can have different number of units and components. So friends, this was the brief discussion about costing methods. Now let us discuss the various pricing strategies. So the first pricing strategy is premium pricing. This type of pricing is also called as image pricing or prestige pricing. In this type of pricing, the price of the product is higher than the industry standards or competitor products. This pricing strategy helps us to get the revenues initially when the product is launched. So example for premium pricing is Apple iPhone, which is priced premiumly. So the second type of pricing strategy is called as penetration pricing. In this type of pricing, the price of the product is initially kept low to gain the market share and to create a positive word of mouth. Here there will be initial losses, but it will help in the customer shifting to the brand because of its low prices. So example for this is OnePlus mobiles. So initially when OnePlus had launched its mobiles in India, it was priced around 22 to 24,000. But now after 3 to 4 years, the price has gone up to 35 to 40,000. So in penetration pricing, initially the price will be low, in the later stages the price will be set high. The third type of pricing strategy is called as economic pricing. It is the pricing strategy followed by the generic food suppliers and discount retailers, where they keep the prices of the product minimal by reducing the expenditure on marketing and promotion. This strategy is used to attract the price sensitive customers. Examples are economic pricing strategy is used in the big businesses like Big Bazaar and Walmart. They have the private labels in the store wherein they adopt the economic pricing strategy to price the products which are very low. The fourth type of pricing strategy is called as skimming pricing. In this strategy, the product or a service is priced relatively high at the time of the introduction or launch. In skimming pricing strategy, the price of the product is high initially and after some time the price is reduced to increase the sales when the product is in saturation stage. For example, Samsung Mobiles uses the skimming pricing strategy to price their product lineup. Initially, the prices of the Samsung mobiles will be high and after a certain period of time, the prices of the mobiles are reduced considerably. For example, the prices of mobile A50 and A30 were priced high initially and after some period of time, the price was reduced by somewhere around 3 to 4,000. Generally, most of the smartphones are introduced in the market at a higher price, but the price is reduced as the time passes. So the fifth type of pricing strategy is called as psychological pricing. It is the pricing tactic that is designed to appeal to the customers who use emotional response rather than rational response to the pricing message. This pricing strategy is used to attract the customers who are looking for value. For example, Bata and Kadims use the strategy usually pricing the shoes or slippers at Rs 199, 499 or 999. Psychological pricing strategy is also called as charm pricing. The sixth type of pricing strategy is called as bundle pricing. Bundle pricing involves selling packages or set of products at a lower prices. Even after selling it for discounted price, it will increase the profit because it promotes the purchase of more than one product. So the classic example for this is McDonald's. McDonald's Happy Meal is the perfect example for bundle pricing. Also in apparels, a trouser may be priced at Rs 999 for one trouser and the same may be priced at Rs 1700 or 1800 if the customer is buying two trousers. So this is called as bundle pricing. The seventh type of pricing strategy is called as freemium. Freemium is an internet-based pricing strategy where the basic services are provided free of cost, but to use premium features, we have to pay the price. The classic example for freemium strategy is Candy Crush Saga. Candy Crush is the good example for freemium strategy where the game is provided free of cost, but we have to pay the price if we want to have more lives in the play. So the eighth type of pricing strategy is called as predatory pricing. It is the pricing strategy wherein the product is priced below the cost price. This is not profitable and it is an attempt to eliminate the competition and get the most of the market share. This type of pricing is illegal in most of the countries. For example, Amazon in the year 2013 adopted the predatory pricing and offered books at a price less than the cost price, and they also even shipped it for free to compete with the traditional brick and mortar competitors. The ninth type of pricing strategy is called as dynamic pricing. This pricing strategy is also called as demand pricing, and it charges different prices for the same product or service for different users depending on their ability to pay for the product or service. For example, Oyo application use this kind of strategy and price the room rents accordingly. Also, Amazon and Flipkart use this strategy to remarket their products to the window shoppers. So friends, that's all in today's video. So if you like this video, then please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel to get such more updates in the future. And thanks for watching.